us being live, please. Twitch. Right, I'll have to refresh. Otherwise it won't show. Yes. Reasons. Looks like we are live. Excuse me. A little bit high up with the view, but that's easy to fix. And looks good. Nope, a little bit left. There we go. And do we have audio? We do indeed. Game audio is a little bit on the loud side, so I'll just pump that down a smidgen. There we go. That should be good. So, hello people of the internet. It is I, Silverack Dragon, here back with more Fate Grand Order, where today we're continuing the Atlantis journey, because it's a very, very long journey, and we are maybe almost a third of the way through it. Yeah, this is our third stream of it too. Granted, the past few haven't really been the longest of streams, but yeah, this is a long Lostbelt. I can imagine myself going on it for quite some time. So, without further ado, let me just claim the master mission stuff real quick so I don't have to worry too much. And we'll claim limited time stuff, get some more Aurora Steel, Advent Calendar, and just normal login bonus. I gotta be getting oh gosh, some of these are getting closer to expiration. I need to remember that's down there. But yes, let's go to Section 8. Argonauts, roll out. I mean, head out. Sorry. Argonauts, Autobots, they sound similar enough. Kind of wonder if that was a bit of a or a bit of a tongue-in-cheek thing with naming this section that. I do wonder. Made it to the Golden Hind. Jason. I know. Okay, Francis Drake, I'm taking your golden helm for myself. From here on, you take your orders from me. Got that? Roger, roger. Okay, I've set the Theos Kilro to the ship, starting repairs now. Good, that shouldn't take too long. In the meantime, all hands prepare to set sail. Hey, Artemis. Artemis! What are you doing here? Come on, hurry. I'm afraid I can't go with you. I'm forced to stay synced to the main unit. If I board that ship, she'll know exactly where you are. Are you serious? And I know for a fact that she's going to shoot me. After all, no, I shouldn't say. It's my fault that things turned out this way. I've made enough for trouble for you as it is. It wouldn't be fair to impose further. Artemis. I'm not Artemis, I'm just an observational unit. I'm nothing more than a 4-digit model number that comes after the main Artemis unit's name. Still, it feels really good to know that you respect my individual existence, even if that existence is about to come to an end along with this island. Goodbye, Orion. Take care. We're about to set sail. Are you coming or not? Artemis, I'm sorry. Please, don't mind me. I think you're better when you smile. Aww. Okay. From this point forward, in accordance with the promise I made to Drake, the Golden Hind will be known as the Argo. Our first order of business is getting away from this island. And our second is rendezvousing with the Royal Fortune and the Nautilus. Now move it. Time is not on our side. Or we can actually see it happen. That'll be epic. Shoot down, shoot through. Shoot down, shoot through, gouge out, pierce. Those are the only actions she's allowed to perform. They are all she knows. Her role is to shoot those who would oppose the gods. She takes no pleasure or joy in this task, and feels much the same as defragmenting her data stores. Relax. Calm down. Her remaining emotion units continue to alert her to such concerns. She has no records, no memories of the times she has performed her task. She can't be bothered to remember them. How many thousands of years has she been floating in space? How many times has she used her arrows to bore holes in the land? It feels like she's been firing her arrows with surprising frequency as of late. She dispatched a terminal in part due to advice she received from her central processing unit, but the terminal's reports were so incoherent and riddled with emotion as to be unusable. She considered scrapping the terminal, but decided to give her a stay of dissolution. If the terminal refuses to comply, she will perish along with everything else. Humans have no value. Their only use comes from serving the gods. Humans have no freedom. Their only worth comes performing the tasks given to them. Humans have no will. That is solely the domain of the gods. Behold the luminous Olympus. Behold the great city, built atop a grand interstellar mountain range. What else could achieve such a glorious height but the power of the gods? Receiving coordinate data. Authorizing arrow usage. Low priority alert from observational unit incoming. This is wrong. Do not fire. Alert dismissed by controller unit. The shot is made in order to demonstrate the power and the glory of the gods. Besides, these humans were discarded from the beginning. They should have never been allowed to build a village, let alone a civilization. It must all be destroyed. Every last bit. Here it comes, full speed ahead. So that's Artemis's arrow. You know, I'm at least happy that they did not show the villagers' reactions as this. Oh, nope, they are. Oh god, that. I mean, it's worse than sin, really. They were afraid that their end was coming. These guys, they're happy about it. The light of the gods, it's here, it's really here. At last, the god is finally paying attention to us. I'm so happy my heart could burst. It's been ages since we defects were banished from Olympus. We've lived out our meaningless lives for thousands of years. Some of us have been waiting for hundreds of years. The gods abandoned us. They saw no meaning in our existence. For thousands of years we dreamed of your return. It took thousands of more to accept it would never happen. We couldn't even choose death. All we could do was keep living out our days. But now at last God is looking down upon us once again. This is awesome. But there's a different thought that keeps nagging at the back of my mind. I wonder why Corday seems so sad about this. Those other people aren't from this island, so they can't understand our joy. But in the same way, I can't understand her sadness. Maybe this is sadness I'm feeling. I mean, I'll never get to see her again now. I'll never ever get to see her again. Never be able to see her again, or remember her smiling face, or ask why she was sad. Or see her again, no matter how much I might want to. Hell, I won't be even conscious. Oh man. Maybe I should have gone with him after. Just such a casual. Oh man, maybe I should have chosen differently. You know, as he's being completely and utterly atomized, probably. Well, everyone's gotta set sail at some point. The people who can't run anymore aren't gonna get left behind. That's just how it is. Yeah, it's sad, it's lonely, it sucks, and a whole lot more beside that. But in the meantime, here's your journey, guys. May your ship be blessed with luck as good as gold. Farewell. On this day, a single island vanished from Atlantis' seas. That's better. Now I can finally get rid of that unidentified noise. So I kind of wonder, in proper human history, did Orion, like, win over the heart of the proper Artemis, the one that is in space and raining arrows down, or did he just win over the heart of an observational unit? I'm kind of curious about that. Well, cutting it close. Hey, anybody fall overboard? I'll do a head count. Master? Here. Captain Nemo, man Ricardo. I'm awake, but I can't wait to get back to the water. All good here. Corday. Yes, I'm here. Orion.
Yeah, I'm okay.
And there's Jason. Good. All 7 of us are present and accounted for. Hey, this is my ship you're on now. Make sure you address me as Captain. Hi, Captain Jason. Well, that was easier than I expected. Orion?
Yeah.
Orion, are you sure you're okay?
Well, maybe not entirely. I know full well that wasn't the Artemis I knew. But even so, right at the end, I just need to mourn for a while. Don't worry. I'll get over it before we reach the next island.
Completely understandable, man.
Great. Thanks.
Hey, Captain, there's something spraying a bunch of water up ahead. Is that a whale? Maybe demonic beasts. Either way, make sure you have your weapons ready. No worry, that's Da Vinci. Wow, calling Da Vinci a whale. So, MASH! Da Vinci.
I seriously thought we were goners that time.
Is he okay? Please tell me he's not. Please tell me he went bye-bye. Hell no. Well, I guess I did. Now that they fire the cannon once, we should have some time until they can fire it again, but that's not exactly reassuring. I suggest we make land at a nearby island as soon as we can. I'm with you. So, as the vaunted courier, surely you know which island is closest to us, no? Of course I do. That would be Hecate Island to the north. Hecate Island, huh? The name enough is to tell me I'm going to hate it there. But any port in the storm and all that, let's go.
Hold it. Don't you think your servant allocation is a little unbalanced right now?
I'll go back to the border. There's no point in me being here anyway.
Fine with me. Now you. The one with a twisted personality.
Who, me? Yeah, that's fair.
You stay on my ship. That goes for you too, Orion. Corday, you can go.
Oh, are you sure? I'm happy to help.
Your help is more than a little overbearing, physically and mentally.
Okay. In that case, I'll be delighted. Oh, see. I will burn you, Bartholomew. I see. Yep, can't let our guard down for a moment. Foo-foo! Oh, now that I'm feeling better, I can make more subs again. They should at least be able to handle the ship's odd jobs. Alright, you're up, easy. Brave and easygoing Marines. Yeah, we've so got this. Ah, so that's what you meant. You'll go to the Royal Fortune and start scrubbing the deck. Woohoo! And we'll stay on the Argo. Woohoo! We've always wanted to sail on a legendary ship. Is that so? Well, if you're all nimble clones, you should have no problem keeping a boat ship shape, right? Of course. After all, we're Nemo's with the power of Triton. And that said, I don't think we'll get along with her father, Poseidon, very well. Not a problem, alright. Set sail for Hecate Island. We can worry about what sort of hellscape awaits us there after we finish making our getaway. Getaway, I wonder if the next portion is going to be a story from the other side's point of view. Wow, it's actually a void there. I was wondering if it would actually be, like, if it would just be a void or if it would just be straight ocean or what. But no, it's just a straight void. I kind of wonder if that's going to change as the time goes. That'd be interesting if it did. Alright, so it is Berserker, Rider, Lancer. We're gonna bring in
Jason, you should have his NP now.
And yeah, we'll keep X A in the lead here.
They've confirmed that Heracles Island has been obliterated. Amusing how the same fate as the servant Heracles we were forced to contend with. What else? 2 ships were seen leaving the island right before Lady Artemis's arrow struck. They're clearly headed for Hecate Island next. However, it will take some time until Lady Artemis is ready to fire another arrow. Send in a squadron of border guards. Oh, and one more thing.
That.
It's time we decided where we're going to send the dog. Yes, sir.
So they know we survived. We could have been a little bit more subtle, I suppose. We made it. This is Hecate Island, Soul. Oh, and this may be a little too late, but should I be calling you Master? It is what it is, I suppose. Okay, then Master it is. It's got such a funny ring to it. Not really. Figures they'd be demonic beasts lurking here. I guess we'll just have to take care of them quickly. Go on then, get to it.
You want to take care of them quickly, then you'd better get in here and help us.
Fine, this is such a pain. I can't really nail down a good voice for Jason. Can't really nail down a good voice.
Hang on.
もう帰りたい。
Okay, Jason does in fact have his NP capabilities now. We're not going to use it right away. We'll wait until the need for it comes, I suppose. I like how he flinches at being attacked. It's kind of fun. Good job, X. Excuse me. Owie, don't hurt my XA. B. I forgot, he's a saber, so his star weight is gonna be very, very high. Good crit. That was what we needed, man. Also, the Buster didn't do that much, because I forgot he had the Buster down. Yeah. Focus down the Python still. I want to say he's an AoE. So if the opportunity arises, we should for sure utilize his NP. Are you AoE? You are AoE, okay. We'll probably have that opportunity here shortly. Buy some summon belts for $0 plus the earth being bleached. You know, it's not. They're not buying the belts though. They've lost them. So how can you buy, unless you're saying that the Crypters are the ones that bought the belts? Okay, that makes sense, actually. Oh, that's such a good NP. That's such a good NP, especially since Atlantis is the one to send Jason flying, even though she does nothing to him in the initial stuff. That's just gloriously glorious. Focus this one down. Okay. See you when you get back, J6. Damn. I was hoping for no crits from XA there. Oh well. We still have our NPs ready to go. Oh, close. Alright. Bust through this formation, Jason. Prove your power. You know, at the very least, some of these attacks, he does do his own stuff. Like that quick card being second, he was the one that did the flurry of attacks, and then Adelante attacked at the end. And then the Buster for third, he did all the attacks, so, you know, he's not completely reliant on the Argo crew. Yeah, have X get the stars. And give X all the crit odds she needs. Lower Jason's. For sure. Oh. Hello, Lady Dark Lilac. Thank you so much for the follow. It is appreciated, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Just gradually chugging our way through here. Got a week's late start because of sickness, but it's still going slow. Oh, Jason. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to be targeting the big thing. I mean, he's supposed no kill like overkill, but, wrong unit to overkill. I was hoping Buster would be enough. Oof. Hard-hitting boars. but we got it here now. It's literally on its last legs, and we have a Buster Brave Chain, so yeah, we're fine. We are more than fine. Also, if we get an Archer node, we're just gonna blast through any Archer nodes. Although, I don't know, I haven't really used Lambda on non-Archer nodes to really know the effectiveness. Might be something worth trying. Might. Alright, not to belabor the point now that all is said and done. But Heracles Island is completely gone. Artemis's primary cannon destroyed it in a single shot. Hello, Eri. I think I'm pretty sure I just started calling you Eri. Because it was like your name was a little bit of a tongue twister. A little bit. But greetings, Eri, greetings. Welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. Let me ask you something, Holmes. Why were those people so willing to accept death? I mean, most people would do damn near anything to avoid death, no? I certainly would. Even then, the people in China were terrified for their lives when it looked like Qin Shi Huang was about to kill them. Yeah, I made note of that. To be sure, there are some things we just can't run away from, no matter how much we want to. I dare say everyone comes across something like that at least once or twice in their lives. But that didn't seem to be what was happening there. Indeed it wasn't. It's probably because the gods will be gods. What do you mean? For those of us in ancient Greece, the Greek gods could be fickle, cruel, or generous, all depending on how they felt on a given day. They weren't fair or reasonable, but they also made them more human. That's true. As far as we were concerned, the gods were close neighbors. They could be friends, enemies, even lovers. Well, even you have Poseidon's blood in you. I might be Captain Nemo, but I'm also Triton. Oh wait, does that mean me and Orion are half-brothers? I guess it would, wouldn't it? Quite possibly. I do offer my friend code to anybody that asks, after all. And only the people that ask in chat. I don't accept those random people asking for my friend code anymore. I'm far too high. I don't know. What'd be a good thing? I don't really know a good, arrogant way to put it. I don't know an arrogant way to put it that would mean that I'm against them, but I mean, in all seriousness, it's just more often than not, people that ask for you there don't tend to play the game too much more. It'd be much better if they did the, following thing, if they're still in part 1, which a lot of them seem to be. But yeah, it looks like you followed me about 2 months ago, so you've been here for a while. Us brothers? No, you smell like a shark with all that ammonia around you. Aw, poor Orion. Shut up, I don't care. My point is, the big difference between this Lostbelt and proper human history is the people's perception of the gods. And that's not all. Unless you find a way to take out Artemis, you'll never have a hope of cutting down the Tree of Emptiness. Precisely. Quite possibly. I can't say exactly who I use for all of my supports all the time. And mainly during the story, I tend to go with the story supports just because it feels a little bit more, in character, I guess. So if there's a story support, I tend to use them. But I do... Your name, Yuna, does sound very, very familiar, so I'm pretty sure I have utilized you a fair few times every now and then. Especially so if you have one of the Bond CEs on, because I really, whenever I'm doing the doors and stuff, I just look for whoever has a Bond CE, and I try to spread it out a little bit, because I got the farming of doors automated to where I don't need a proper support. I expect that Tree of Emptiness will put up a tremendous resistance to being cut down. If Artemis were to take advantage of that and fire on us, then we'd be all done for. Which would mean our first priority, as I suspected, is doing something about mechanical Artemis. Ideally, I would like to use a noble phantasm to destroy her. Is there anyone here among us with a noble phantasm capable of destroying a mecha god in orbit? Well, isn't... Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure half of the people here have a noble phantasm specifically designed to shoot down robot gods that are orbiting the planet. I mean, like, who doesn't have a noble phantasm like that, you know? Those are just so common. It's such a common situation, Holmes. Why do you even have to ask, man? Pfft. Stop against our time, Sherlock Holmes. We all know there's only one of us who could pull that off. Ow. You know, it's quite right. My apologies. Wait. Okay. Hold up. I mean, he does have the muscles for it, but is he just gonna jump up there and punch her? Like, I know he's a good hunter and all, but I don't think that translates to shooting things down from orbit. Oh, is it? I honestly was not aware that there was a myth of Orion shooting down Artemis. Huh. You learned something new. Just a moment, Holmes. There's something we have to ask before we even get into the technical possibilities. Most sabers have lasers. You know, that is one of the things that qualifies you for the saber class, is being able to shoot a laser. Gotta remember that. All sabers should have some form of laser shooting capabilities, and it is very rare that an archer uses a bow. Can you bring yourself to kill Artemis, Orion? Oh, that's... I kind of doubt he can. Ah, okay, so that makes more sense. I guess I could see that, then. It's not about whether I can or not. It's whether I will or not. And I will. I have to. In fact, I have a very compelling reason to do so now. Wait, what? Hold up. Orion's willing... Orion's gotten serious. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like it that he's becoming more serious, but I kind of, you know... I like it when Orion's being a little bit of a goofball, too. So, I hope we still have some more goofball Orion moments, you know? Just every now and then. He doesn't need to be all serious revenge mode. Don't become an Avenger, Orion. Don't become an Avenger. Whoa, you're not talking about getting revenge on her, are you? No, it's not that. I'd never fire from my bow for revenge. I can't. Okay. Whew. Well, that's okay then. Very well, next question is your noble phantasm physically capable of destroying a... Not at this point, I don't think. Figures. Yeah, the saber and the archer class is very much interchangeable, it feels. But I feel like that's the meme, isn't it? Like, I'm trying to think now. Stay Night has Emiya, who, while he does occasionally have a bow, he more often than not uses swords. Fate Zero... Who was the archer in Fate Zero? I'm drawing a blank here. Who was the archer in Fate Zero? Gil, what am I thinking? Good gracious, I'm dumb. I don't know. Oh god, I feel so stupid right now. Right, Gil. Gil was the archer in Fate Zero. He doesn't use a bow. Gosh, I feel so stupid right now. Yeah. Fate Extra was probably the... Actually, no, Hollow Atraxia. Then it would be Extra. I don't know who the main archer is in Fate Extra. But, I know Emiya is in CCC, which takes place which is like the next released Fate work. But what I'm trying to say here is that I think pretty much before FGO, the only archer that I can think of that actually uses a bow is Adelante in Apocrypha. I don't think in any other Fate media does an archer use solely a bow before FGO. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. But I have a feeling I'm not. If anybody can disprove that, I would love to be disproven, because I still feel embarrassed about forgetting about Gil being the archer from Fate Zero. Let me show you the footage we captured once more. Da Vinci, Holmes... Da Vinci, Nero, what do you make of her from an engineering standpoint? Fate's strange fake has Heracles use a bow. Okay, but that's more of a recent work, I suppose. But that is a fair point. But he also becomes an Avenger, doesn't he? Yeah, he becomes an Avenger or something like that, doesn't he? Fragments of blue and silver. There's Arash. That was quite literally Fate prototype. So, okay, you got me there a little bit as well. So, but when was Fragments of Blue and Silver, and I suppose Fate Strange Fake actually released? Those are some... I actually don't know those answers. She looks she's about make that 1.5 kilometers long. 1.5 kilometers long. Meters, 3 feet. Kilometers is 300 feet. So 300 to 450 feet. So she's as big as a 30 to 45 story building, roughly. That'd be tall. She big. Strange Fake has multiple classes per True Servant. True Servants and Fake Servants and Strange Fake. Yeah, I know that, but I'm pretty sure Gil is the fake archer, isn't he? I'm almost positive Gil is the fake archer in Strange Fake, and that Heracles, or rather, Euclides, is the true archer. So yeah, even in there, there's only one bow-using archer. That's just kind of fun to think of, when you really, really think about it. How little actual proper bow users there are in archers in most Fate media. And it also looks like she can control her movements and doesn't orbit the planet like a satellite. Now, one thing I can say for sure is that this technology far surpasses anything humanity has as of 2020. I'm guessing that primary cannon of hers is the only weapon she's got. Yep. I know that Heracles qualifies for literally everything except for caster, from what I understand, which I honestly kind of hope we get an assassin Heracles, just because I want to know how the hell that will work. Like, how the hell does assassin Herc the Zerk work? Apparently it's called Shooting Star Ortigia. You got that? You gold that pierces planets. At least that's what Artemis told me. Yeah, we saw how powerful it was when it destroyed that entire island. Saber scaring you with 5 classes. Yeah. Multi-class servants be scary. If we hadn't been partway through Zero Sail when she fired at us, both the Shadow Border and the Nautilus surrounding it would have been devaporized. It looks like her weak point, or rather, the section we'll need to target is here. The one that looks kind of like a head. Given how thick her armor is, and the primary cannon's position, I feel it's safe in saying it's our only shot. Of course, it's going to be a real difficult to reach with a run-of-the-mill Noble Phantasm, and let's not even discuss sending you to space to fight her directly. I feel like that would be more efficient, you know. But on the bright side, we at least know our target. All we have to do now is figure out how to hit it. And given how big this Lostbelt is, we're bound to find something we can use to shoot her down if we just keep looking. Herc is probably going to be from one of the 12 labors that can fit. See, the only labor that I can really think that would serve well for Assassin Herc would be the one where he infiltrates the garden to steal the golden apple from that garden. That's literally the only trial I think that would serve as a possibility for Assassin Herc. And actually, I'm almost positive we have a list of all of the noble phantasms that Herc has. I'm actually going to start looking it up here. We're bound to find something we can use to shoot her down if we just keep looking. At least, we might, right? So let me see here. Okay, get Herc up. Just search Herc. Archer Herc followed that rule. Fair point. He did use the bow against the Hydra. Let's see. So, Heracles. Scrolling. Mud twisting his personality. Noble Phantasms. Come on. Magic Resistance, Divinity, Valor, Noble Phantasm. Maybe I need to look God Hand specific. No, not God Hand specifically. I'm trying to. I know I've seen like something that like listed all of his Noble Phantasms. I can't find it. It's possible, yes. Now I have a suggestion. I say once we make land, we ask the villagers if they have seen any outsiders, by which I mean servants, then we make our way straight for the temple. So we can get more nanomachines. That's right. We're going to take all the Theos Colonomia we can find and use it to power the hell out of Orion. Makes sense. Simply yet effective. Speaking of the nanomachines, let me tell you what I found in my analysis of them. Their components are completely safe. There's no sign of toxicity and no way for them to erode their host cells. Even with the reparation process is strictly limited to improving the host's bodily performance. There are also limiters in place to prevent the machines from consuming too much energy, overstimulating the host's metabolism or otherwise going berserk. Okay, I think it's King's Order, perhaps? I think that's the name of it. Okay, so yes, we don't have all of them, we have some of them. The Pelt of the Divine Beast of the Nemean line is from the first labor, which is invulnerability to all attacks from human things. From the fourth labor, it's the immortality he gained from Chiron, which acts as a single resurrection. The Stygian bird labor allows him to manifest the birds themselves. The Mares of Diomedes is when he cleaned out the stables, which allows him to summon the mares themselves. He has the ability to summon Cerberus for the 12th labor. And he also has Goddess of War, which is the sash belonging to Hippolyta, which allows him which increases the user's divinity, strength, endurance, agility, and mana parameters. Okay, so we don't actually know what his other things is, but we do have a fair few of his Noble Phantasms he gains from the labors. We have 1, 2, 3... We have 6 of the 12! So, you know, that's quite a few. And he is speculated to have the Hydra Bow as well, so technically 7 of the 12. They're made out of metal that doesn't exist on Earth. I think we should call it orichalcum, until we learn otherwise. Orichalcum. I'm guessing nanomachines aren't what Plato had in mind when he came up with the idea for it, but you know, what they say about hindsight. So basically, we're still looking for villagers and temples like before, yeah? Right, though, of course, if you run into any other servants who could help us, I'd like you to recruit them, too. Because I'm pretty sure we could use all the help we can get against Odysseus. Do you think they'd be willing to join us? That'll be up to Jason and Soul's negotiation skills. Jason is so happy about that. Good, I was worried about being too subtle for you. Oh, this is such a pain. Alright, just to be sure, you're all willing to fight, yes? Is there anyone here who doesn't actually care and would rather just while the days away until the world disappears? Here, right here. You can't raise your own hand, dude. Relax, I'm just kidding. Well, cut it out. Poor attempts at humor and such bad taste are the last thing I need right now. I'm coming too, of course. I might not be much use on the front line since I'm an assassin, but I'll make sure your backs are covered. Okay, Charlotte, you're probably one of the few exceptions for an assassin that literally fights from the front.
Alright, Ari, thanks for stopping by. It was nice chatting with you here real quick. I'm probably going to be doing this again tomorrow and maybe even on Saturday. Because I want to get through Atlantis. And it's a long one. Don't gonna ask me. I decided I was gonna go down fighting a long time ago. Likewise. I mean, what's the point of living in a world where hardly anybody at all is my type? That is really well boys on Tifa, huh?
It's like I told you. I already made up my mind to destroy Artemis.
As for us, well, I don't think it's even a question, right?
I see, alright then. But in that case, you're all going to do exactly what I say. Oh? Don't wow me. Is there any other servant who knows more about Greece than me? How about one with experience leading a crew?
I guess you have a point.
I'm just a hunter, so if you want to leave, be my guest. Now, slow your roll there. When it comes to defending humanity, we're the ones who'll be calling the... That may be, but when it comes to fieldwork, I don't depend on anyone's calls beside my own. Well, his choice of words aside, he does make a sound argument. I don't know if it's because of Odysseus or because this Lostbelt is simply so vast, but we have been losing our connection from time to time. So we'll need someone on whom we can rely on to present to give instructions when necessary. Don't worry, I'll be sure to take Soul's, or rather Master's opinions into consideration before making my final calls. Until we'll provide information and advice whenever we see fit, I believe this should be a suitable arrangement, at least for the time being. Oh, very well then. But you make damn sure to take our opinions into consideration too, you hear me? Remember, we've conquered no fewer than 4 Lostbelts to date and cut down the tree of emptiness in each one. Yeah, I got it. Alright, so first we'll split up in 2 groups. One group will look for the village, the other for the temple. Wouldn't it be better for you all to stick together? Right now, efficiency is the name of the game. We have no way of knowing when Odysseus might figure out where we are. Bartholomew, you go look for the village. You should already have a fair idea of the lay of this island, seeing as you were Korean, alright? Fair enough, understood. The rest of us will head for the temple and get our hands on its nanomachines. Our first priority is Orion, but I'd like to pop the rest of us as much as possible, too. Also, try to find us some leads on where to go next. Oh, and some more servants while you're on about it? Got all that? Yes, sir! What kind of reply was that? You need to start taking this more seriously. Anyway, if we're going to do this, we may as well get it over with. All hands, get going. Oh, and keep transmission to a minimum. There's no telling who might be listening in. No Argonauts, move out. We're an Argonaut. The Nautilus. It feels good to be back on board a ship. How are you doing, okay, Da Vinci? Sure, I'd say I'm doing pretty good. I'm not sure if it's thanks to the nanomachines or not, but I don't even feel any pain anymore. You're feeling pain? Isn't Eva the one who feels the feedback when the Nautilus takes damage? For the Nautilus, yes, but not for the Shadow Border. Right now, the Nautilus is like a protective outer shell around the Shadow Border. So while I can take on damage on the outer layer suffers, I can't do the same for the inner one. Really, is that true? No, don't worry about it, Gordy. Really, it's no big deal. The worst that happens is that I get a little sleepy sometimes, thanks to all the thinking I have to do for the repairs and recalculations. But I think treating myself to a stack of hot fluffy pancakes topped with lots of honey later will be more than make up for it. But that as it may, we can't have you straining yourself during your recovery, so we'll handle everything that would normally fall under your purview for the time being. Well, whatever we can handle, that is. That's all very sensible, but there isn't much I can do. In that case, how about a shoulder up, Director? You can at least do that much, right? A shoulder up, eh? Very well. It seems the time has come to unveil the extraordinary chiropractic powers I developed by being forced to massage our homunculus shoulders. Well, you mean this is actually one of your special skills? Man, Director, it seems like there's nothing you can't do. Yes, well, it seems homunculus nearing the end of their lifespan tend to stiffen up something fierce, you see. When they go about the saying things like, here I am on the brink of shutting down, and yet my master is too cruel to give me a little shoulder rub. Oh, if only I had a kind master, well within earshot. Well, even a heartless, cold-blooded mage couldn't help but be moved to act. Aww. Gory. Yeah, thanks for the backstory. Now come on, let's see what you got. Alright, just sit back, relax, and trust both your body and soul in the guff. In good hands. Well, that does feel pretty... Ow. Good lord, woman, how can such small soldiers be so stiff? This is exactly what it comes from being sedentary. Wait, I think it's working pretty well. Oh, nope, still hurts like hell. Look on the right side, at least you're finally getting all that tension out. Da Vinci. Now, any change into stratosphere, Captain Nemo? Not yet, my professor self is keeping an eye on the sky at all times, but so far nothing. Of course, we'll need to run for our lives the moment they detect anything unusual, so be ready. What are our chances of blocking another strike?
0. She shoots again, we'll all be vaporized before we can sight brine.
I see. Then I suppose there's nothing to do but put on another pot of tea and wait for Mr. Soul's team. True enough.
Yes, hi. I'm Nemo Professor, the literal brains behind Captain Nemo. It didn't make any sense to camp down just to collect the machine, so I was assigned to come along instead. As you can see, I can handle myself equally well in indoor and outdoor situations alike. I know I'm bad for it, but don't worry about it. I'm okay with it. Please don't mind me. Just go about your business like you normally would. Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you. Once we've filled the banana machine dispenser, the only thing left to do will be to collect the banana machines in the container I brought. I trust it goes without saying, but I literally can't fight to save my life, so I know you told me not to... I know I told you not to mind me. I'm hoping you'll be sensitive enough to pick up on how I really feel. That is to say, please keep me safe. Poor Professor. Don't worry, we know. Orion, you stay here and watch the ship while we're out. Okay, everyone, let's get going. Why are we leaving Orion behind? He's our freaking strongest unit, man. But that is another section done. We probably could have finished it faster if I didn't go rambling, but I digress. We get a quartz and 2 poisonous stingers.